How do you get to Oak Harbor from Seattle? Well, you have a couple of options here, and whichever one you choose, you're going to enjoy a spectacular view. Number one is to take the bridge. If you drive up north on Interstate 5 and take exit 230, that'll take you to State Route 20 west, and you're going to follow that west and then south to the Deception Pass Bridge. Now, when you cross the bridge, please don't gawk. Pay attention to the road. You're 180 feet above the ocean, so there is a parking lot once you get on the other side of the bridge, and you can pull over, and then you can park in the parking lot, walk back out, get your Instagram moment there, and enjoy the spectacular views. Once you're done with your sightseeing, hop back in the car. You're about a 10-minute drive from the city of Oak Harbor. Option number two is you can take the ferry. There is a Mukilteo Clinton ferry run by the state of Washington, and the ferry runs hourly from 5:30 to 8:30 in the morning. So you will need to drive to the Mukilteo ferry landing, and I've included a Google Maps link in the description, and then take the Washington State Ferry across to Clinton on the south end of Whidbey Island. The ferry ride itself is only about 15 minutes, but you can plan about 30 minutes between loading and unloading time. You're going to want to also arrive about 30 minutes early to get ahead of the time, because that published sailing time is the time the boat actually pulls out of the ferry landing, and at that point it's too late. So go ahead and check the website and plan ahead. This is also a commuter ferry, so there can be a wait during commuting hours between, say, 4 and 7 p.m. So you want to double check. You could end up waiting for a couple of boats to get space on one. I've included links in the description to the ferry schedule, online ticket sales, and there's also a webcam which shows you the parking area and the line, so you can get an idea of how many vehicles are there and how long the wait might be. Once you arrive on Whidbey Island at the town of Clinton, you're going to have about an hour-long scenic drive up the island. You're going to pass through or by the towns of Clinton, Freeland, Greenbank, and Coupeville along the way. However, there is another ferry that runs to Whidbey Island. So if you happen to be coming from an area south of Seattle, like Olympia, or from the west out of the Olympic Peninsula, you can take Highway 101 up from Olympia to the city of Port Townsend, where there is a ferry landing. That ferry runs from Port Townsend to the port of Coupeville on Whidbey Island. Another beautiful ferry ride, and Port Townsend is another really scenic Washington town. You'll definitely want to make time to visit. If not on your way here, then you're going to want to go back. It's absolutely beautiful. There are a couple caveats taking this ferry that you need to be aware of. One is that it is a highly coveted ferry during the summertime. Lots of tourists traveling back and forth. So definitely make a reservation online. This is one of the 2 ferry routes in the Washington State system that take reservations for the boat. So you want to do that. I've included the link to the reservation site in the description here. So the other problem is with that ferry is that due to the high currents in Admiralty Inlet and the extremely shallow and narrow bay where the ferry landing is on Whidbey Island, the state does cancel some ferry crossings when there's an extremely low tide. So you want to check the website and make sure that you are aware of what the schedule is. So what other questions do you have about living on Whidbey Island? I'd love to hear from you, so please leave your questions in the comments below so I can answer them in an upcoming video. I'm Reed Schwartz, and I publish a new video about Whidbey Island living every Thursday at noon. So subscribe so you don't miss a single video, and have an amazing Whidbey Island day.